You don't have to say it. I know what you're thinking.
Copy.
What are you doing? Reacting to Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. This movie, the most terrible. Hang on. Well, for one, I'm reacting to this one because it looks like crap. And two, it looks like fun.
Anyway,
Let's get the video on the roll. Oh.
Ecosia is a search engine just like Google, so you can search for
Let's
hotel.
get this video on the roll.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, released in 1987.
Fun fact, this movie actually, the first one was actually pulled from theaters a week
later.
because, producers didn't like, the idea of a revealed children icon turned to a murderer.
This is one of the more interesting movies I've covered here on the Kill Count, mostly because of how uninteresting it is. Because, yes, even though this is the movie that gave the internet its favorite municipal trash collecting meme, Garbage Day! No!
I wonder if the meme is
The
still
entire
up.
first half of it is just a cut-down version of the first Silent Night, Deadly Night. And that's not an exaggeration. It's not until literally 40 minutes in that this movie's own story starts properly. And that's why I'm releasing this on a Saturday instead of taking up a usual Friday release slot. I just feel like that wouldn't be fair to y'all. Apparently the filmmakers were given shit for a budget and told to just re-edit the original and pass it off as a new sequel. It'd basically be a way to make free money, Matthew Lesko style. But director Lee Harry demanded to film at least something for a new story, and so we got what's essentially a 40-minute highlight reel of Part 1 and a low-budget 50-minute short film for Part 2. I'm not going to count all the deaths from the recap part because we already counted them.
This film actually was this film actually had a cult following. The movies are.
Let's find out how many and get to them.
Or wait, or is it a
The movie begins
cult
with
classic?
some bad shoes tap 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 into a title card. Also, if you're wondering why this movie footage
Who's
is
that?
so it's because the Blu-ray doesn't come out until December 11th. DVDs are not HD, they're 480p. People forget
Alright.
that a lot. The man boy wearing them dad slippers is Ricky Chapman, Billy's brother, who
Ricky.
we saw as a baby, a young boy, and a slightly less young boy last movie.
Looks
Now
like
he's
he's
18
like
and played by
remote.
Eric Freeman, who is gonna fucking show you something in this movie. Right
Okay.
now he's getting ready to record a podcast though.
He's
His
gonna
new
record
Dr.
a
Henry
raw
Bloom,
live
this mental
TV.
institution interview will be the movie's framing device as it regales us with the story of Ricky's brother Billy Chapman, who, if you'll remember, had a pretty tragic tale.
Oh, and mine isn't.
I don't know, Ricky. I haven't heard your story yet. Ricky yells at Dr. Bloom aggressively and sits in his chair like a cool guy, but Dr. Bloom's unfazed. He's here to hold and
He just
form it up
yells at the
Ricky's
guy and
life
just
story,
tries to be
beginning by
savage.
asking him who killed his parents.
Santa Claus.
And thus we get
Santa
our retelling
Claus.
of Silent Night, Deadly Night, now with the occasional voiceover from Ricky that's super insightful and necessary.
I don't know what made him stop. Actually,
How would you know
You realize pretty quickly how
what happened to your parents when they were murdered?
thus how pointless it is to watch this movie.
Am I wasting your valuable time?
Yeah, man, kind
Yeah.
of. I already wrote an episode on the first movie. I don't want to have to do it again. Do you know how hard it is to come up with new jokes? The recap is painfully drawn out, with not nearly
not,
enough interjections
but none.
of style from the framing device,
She was
Jesus.
naughty.
or Eric Freeman's batshit line delivery.
I don't sleep.
These are just the most funny acting movie I've ever seen.
Ricky, we learned that he blames Mother Superior for what happened and is pretty much a believer in his brother Billy's crusade.
Was Billy being naughty?
No. They were naughty.
But man, oh man, you know this recap's just padding for time when you have to sit through the Linnea Quigley scene
Thanks
and
for
the
censoring
fucking
that,
sledding
buddy.
scene all over again. It's obnoxious.
Really? Well, maybe we're just jerking off here.
I'm sorry, rewind that back. I'm sorry, rewind that back.
Really? Well, maybe we're just jerking off here then.
That is the funniest crap in the world. He just straight up, without hesitation.
No, I wasn't, though. That'd probably be a better time than sitting here watching this recap. 40 minutes into this quote-unquote movie, we finally see the end of the original Silent
Rest in
Night, Deadly
peace.
Naughty.
Night. Whoa, did that kid always sound like that?
Very naughty.
Oh, okay, I get it. But if you had absolutely fallen in love with Eric Freeman's voice...
I think I have,
you were
definitely. I think I've fallen in love with this line delivery.
After he left the orphanage to live with a new family.
The Rosenbergs
The Rosen what?
did not get involved with Christmas.
The Rosenbergs proved to be a good pair of parents for young
Aw,
Ricky.
that's nice.
Here, played by a fifth actor. But 5 years after adopting him, Mr. Rosenberg died.
Oh.
Guess what?
What?
That hit me pretty hard.
Sorry, dude. I'm still gonna have to throw old Pops on the count, though, due to a precedent I set in Curse of Chucky. If it's a character we've met before and then we jump to their funeral, I'm accounting. But, condolences and all that. One day,
Talk about
while a
disrespecting
sixth
a
actor
funeral.
was walking around in a field that production could afford to shoot in, he came upon a couple, Eddie and Paula, having a picnic in the grass. The series continues its interest in sexual violence after Paula tells Eddie no, and he reacts by pinning her down and ripping her shirt open. That's enough
Jesus.
to give Ricky flashbacks. Flashbacks to a
Don't go full on raping people, man.
scene that happened when he was a baby. And not Eric Freeman Ricky doesn't like that one bit.
Naughty.
And so after Eddie goes to get a beer, Ricky appears in the driver's seat of his Jeep and kills the grovy naughty boy by gassing that baby
Get
up and running
fucking
him over.
right,
Then he
you
backs up to
dick.
get him a second time, and as Paula watches,
He just
Eddie
drives
appears
the
in
car away.
vehicle for good measure. How's he looking there, Rick? Good and dead? Great work.
Pretty good.
Paula avoids Ricky's wrath by thanking him for the homicide.
Thank you.
You're
At
welcome.
least she didn't get killed, I guess. That's an improvement. Back
Yeah,
to our
that's an
framing
improvement.
device. What do all those notes you're taking say about Ricky, Dr. Bloom? Oh,
Red car. Good point.
Red
He
car.
tells the doc how 3 years
Good
later,
point.
finally as Eric Freeman, he got a job loading dumpsters and one day came across a back alley confrontation instigated by a dude named Rocco, because of course. I don't know if it's Rocco's beatdown of a deadbeat or the red hanky he pulls
He's the
out
voice.
from his whoop-ass sweat,
Okay.
but somehow Ricky gets set off
This is
again.
when
And then
Rocco,
he's throwing
my
Rocco
life
into a
was
bunch
a big
of basura.
thing.
Garbage day is
Like
a
in
very
the-
dangerous day. Ricky grabs Rocco and then an umbrella from the trash can, and with one declaration of naughty,
Hey,
kills the
fuck you.
wallaby by stabbing him
Get
through
wrecked,
the chest.
Rocco.
Oh, and then he
This is
opens
what
the
Rocco's
umbrella
modern.
too. That little bit of
This is
moral
Rocco when he was a
good to
when he was a
fucking
human.
Ricky. Oh shit! And then it starts.
This
raining
is when he
and
traveled
corpse
to
drag on it.
1983,
Hell yeah.
I
Dr.
think.
Bloom is finally scared straight of Ricky since those last two murders weren't anywhere in Ricky's records. Then they play a fun word association game.
Punishment. Discipline.
Penalty. Did I do it right? But poopy pants or no, Dr. Bloom presses forward, asking Ricky about this headshot of actress Elizabeth Cayden, who we've seen on
Feels
the
like
kill count
sweetheart.
before. She was in Friday the 13th Part 7. You know, the one where Jason killed teenagers. She played Robin. You know, the one girl who got topless and then killed by Jason.
Really?
Ricky tells the doc that back when he was an American badass on a motorcycle, he got knocked over by
He's
a
like
car
one of the
one time
people
and
you
had to put
see
on
in
his
Fallout
extra
4.
mean badass face. Sure, it may have caused an insurance headache, but one look at the gams that got out of that car, and Ricky was hook, line, and sinker for Elizabeth Cayden's character in
Yo.
this movie, Jennifer. Ricky and Jennifer lived a
Don't say it's
beautiful
Jennifer
life
Tilly,
together,
folks.
riding his motorcycle through Griffith
You know,
Park
play
to the
Tiffany
Toontown
Child's
Tunnel
Play.
and making love to each other in a bunch of
Oh.
close-up shots. Only problem.
Thanks for
Ricky
censoring
sounds
the
like he
thing,
had some
buddy.
hang-ups.
That was my first time.
They look like they're watching a movie.
It was Jennifer's too.
Oh God, he's one of those. The two of them go to a movie theater where there's an annoying jerkwad
Is she
in the back
naked?
row.
Go! Start the movie!
By horror movie law, you know that dude's gonna get it. But first, hey Jenny, what movie are y'all here to see?
Oh, it's great. It's about this guy who dresses up like Santa Claus and kills people.
What?
What? I'm holding you up, asshole.
What?
What? That's Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. You know, the first movie, the one that Ricky is in? The one
What?
they spent 40 minutes
They just-
recapping at the start of this? What the fuck?
It's Silent Night, Deadly Night part. So they just basically took their movie and made the actor watch it again.
This movie's so bogus.
Yeah.
Said it. Ricky runs out.
But I
of
think
money.
this movie
Jennifer
gets a
visit
pass.
from her bleach blonde mulleted ex-boyfriend.
Chip. Yuck.
Well, Chip asks
Shut up.
Jennifer if she can help finish bleaching his sideburns. A few rows
you.
back, Ricky pays the theater jerk a visit in a shot where, whatever, it's with it, I guess.
It's like a throwaway gag in a
The guy
like
gets
a
killed
like
in a gratuitous way by Ricky behind some-
oh god, what are
Where does
those?
his pissed-off looking friend go?
He just turns his head and he just. If only we could get the surprise motherfucker in that meme, or the gotcha bitch thing. That would be pretty funny. But yeah.
So, is that dude an accomplice to murder now? Chip leaves Jennifer and then, hey, what do you know?
murdered Ricky.
Beginning to like this picture.
Well, that makes one of us. Sometime later, Ricky and Jennifer are walking through a suburb when they find the chipster working on his car. He grabs at Jennifer's arm and mentions all the sexy times they had before, which turns Ricky into a veritable grumpy cat.
That's That's what she said when I fucked her brains out.
Says the
Pass me
bald
whole
guy.
Red here.
Ricky's had enough of this nonsense.
Looks like he's wearing a wig, to be honest with you guys.
And clamps the jumper cable to, what, his tongue? Especially prominent.
Oh.
He turns on the battery charger, and the resulting electricity
Oh.
that surges through Chip's head is powerful enough to burst apart his eyeballs and
Pretty good
sunglasses.
CGI effects.
Nice. Chip's never going to be able to do the deal with it thing ever again. Jennifer gets real upset at Ricky, calling him crazy and saying that she hates him, but that just leads to the expected result.
Punish.
It sounded like she
Punish! Alright, let's see what she said.
put too much detergent in the wash.
Hang on. Ah, crap. Alright. There we go.
Or something.
Uh-oh.
Ricky
Oh my... He looks like he's just about to hit her in the nose.
kills Jennifer, who he claimed was the most important person in his life or some shit, by strangling her with a car antenna. God, what a lazy fucking half-assed romance to make
Yeah.
this backstory. It doesn't matter, though, because this next scene is literally the reason we're all here. Ricky's suburban killing
Hey,
spree
cop,
kicks off with a
please
cop
kill
who tells him
Ricky.
to freeze and points a gun at him.
Let's be real civilized about this.
Why do you have your hat weird?
After the cop gets stupidly
Don't
close
get
to
close to
Ricky,
him.
presses the gun
Oh.
away and
Oh.
shoots the cop in the head. Man, they didn't even try to make that kill exciting. I guess Eric Freeman's gonna have to make up for how lame that was with a bunch of forced laughter. Ooh, careful there, dude. You're getting awful close to Goldblum territory.
He's getting golden.
Ricky goes on a shooting spree, first targeting a football fan who came outside with a beer in his hand, and then, of course,
Okay.
in the kill you've already seen, a dude taking out his trash.
Garbage day. No.
Gotcha, bitch.
But have you seen that pistol spin before? Like, maybe you have. I don't know if that was part of the meme or not. The
Rest
final
in
kill
peace,
here occurs
theater
after
jerk.
Ricky shoots a car driving down the street. The car flips on its side, narrowly avoiding that stunt performer, and then tumbles into a finish where it just blows straight the fuck up. Oh man, hey movie, you're not Lethal Weapon. Calm down with the obvious stunt scene. Cars don't frickin' do that, man. Ricky
Yeah.
winds up at a police barricade where he can't help but give more of that awful, awful laugh. Knowing the jig is up, he raises the gun to his temple while the cops shout out generic phrases to try to talk him down.
No, not worth it. Don't be a fool. Don't do it. Don't kill yourself.
But when Ricky goes to pull the trigger, Lady Fate intervenes and steals the last laugh for herself.
No more bullets.
But apparently,
No
Ricky
more
doesn't need
bullets.
bullets to kill people, as he somehow managed to strangle Dr.
Ew.
Smoke to death while he was regaling the audience with his garbage day adventures. See, this is why we made the switch to digital. No tape for
Stop.